The BVD virus, the bovine virus diarrhea virus, is a small envelope virus. That means it has an envelope of lipids, contains RNA, and therefore it is very susceptible to disinfectants and to mild detergents. The virus is very closely related to other viruses of veterinary importance, for example, classical swine fever and border disease of sheep. All these three form the group of pestiviruses. We have two genotypes of BVD virus, or some call them species. There's BVD1 and BVD2. BVD1 is the prevalent genotype in Europe, whereas BVD2 is widespread in North America. In North America you have about 50-50 BVD1 and BVD2. In Europe you have only a very few percent of BVD2, so again the prevalent type is BVD1. BVD viruses are quite heterogeneous in their surface. That means even among BVD1s and BVD2s you have antigenic variation, and that's very important when it comes to vaccination, for example. But, however, they are all related, and an antibody against a BVD virus cross-neutralizes all other BVD viruses. So the relationship is quite strong. Apart from that, we have so-called biotypes. All BVD1 and BVD2 are naturally occurring as non-cytopathic biotypes. That means when the virologist infects his cultured cells, then the infection does not destroy the cell. And then we have cytopathic biotypes. These are mutations arising from non-cytopathic biotypes, and they do destroy cells in the laboratory. The distinction is important because cytopathic biotypes, as you will probably hear later, play a very important role in one facet of the disease, in the mucosal disease, in fatal mucosal disease. BVD viruses have quite a broad host spectrum. They naturally infect, of course, cattle, but they also infect goats, sheep, wild ruminants, and even pigs. And BVD viruses are quite well adapted to their host species. That means when they infect cattle, then you usually don't see much clinic, and the farmer sometimes hardly notices when the virus enters his herd. However, there are variants occasionally, mainly of BVD2 viruses, that are highly virulent, that produce a kind of hemorrhagic disease, and that can even kill animals.